Welcome to Valka. Howdy and welcome. I'm Mike, your board gaming every dude and current resident nut. And today we are looking at a Kickstarter coming on, don't say it, November 7th. November 7th, and it is Valka by Terrible Games. And I have featured Terrible Games before. I featured both their multiplayer and solo mode for Token Terrors, which they have built a whole world around and had a second release on it, like Black Mold, something like that. Don't call me on that, but please feel free to leave in the comments to correct any of that. Anyway, we got Valka coming out. Valka has a multiplayer mode and a full-on lone quest mode, all right? So there's quite a lot put into this solo game. I'm going to do a playthrough for you so you can know everything about it and decide if this is a game that's going to be for you. And if it is, let me know. If you have questions, you can put them down in the comments because I'm not the only one that looks. The designer, John's going to be looking, as well as the publishers. We'll get your questions answered as best as we can. Let's get to the game. First, I want to show you the box. Now, this is a prototype, as are pretty much everything that comes through with Kickstarter, but it is a well-done prototype. There are some minor errors that are already noted by the publisher. They're going to be changed. I'm not going to point them out. So we've got a nice story on the inside. This is a magnetic box. Boom, similar to what we've seen in other games, Final Girl, among others. And, of course, you've got the holders here for your cards and your tokens. I've already set up the game for you, but I'll describe a little about the setup. So first of all, back to me, a little bit about Valka. Valka is a fantasy land once thriving with amazing mystical creatures, large gigantic thingies, and people. And now it has fallen deep into the despairs of war. And there are many different war bands. You get to choose to play as one of them to fight on for your own glory, survival, and wealth. Can you be the strongest war band? Welcome as we explore Valka. I just want to keep saying this. Valka. Say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Valka. Hold on. Where's my... No, it's too hard to read. I can't reach anything in this cloak. All right. Anyway, Valka. This is Valka, and I want to point this out. This is a fabric mat. We've seen this in a few games, but I actually love these. I think these are super cool. And we're going to reveal more of this as we explore. We explore through these decks. So, what on earth is going on? Well, we've got our little explorer dude right here, and he's going to start exploring in one of these corners. He explores by flipping over a card. It's either going to be a marauder like this that we're going to have to fight, or it's going to be not out of that, oh my gravy. It's going to be let's cheat, an event. It's going to be an event. So what this is made of, you randomly get different event and marauder cards as you explore, and you travel through the land. You have to defeat every single marauder and survive every single encounter. It could be landslides, it could be a troll on a bridge, it could be a marketplace selling you things, it could be a nice sunny day and absolutely nothing happens. You have no idea, but what it is you have a whole deck of event cards and you shuffle up 18. You take 18 of those out, and then you take 12 marauders out, you mix those together, so you've got 30 cards, you put 5 on each location on the map, and that's how you explore. You stay in a place, you move around. To move around, though, we need to use stamina. That kind of represents like our nutritional needs and our stamina. And our stamina. That's also what it represents. We've got this cool board over here. This is only for solo, okay? So when you're playing multiplayer, you don't have to use this. This is only for solo. They did all this for solo, and I appreciate that. All right. So we've got our dice here. And we start out with a stamina of 3. We have to spend stamina to move. And we've got this little cheat thing on the board. Oh, gravy, come on. There we go. And it tells us to travel, we have to spend 2 stamina. So we would just turn this dice down to 1 and know we're at 1 stamina. So that's if I wanted to travel to here, that's 2. If I want to keep digging through these cards, I don't have to spend stamina. I gain stamina through battles and by clearing a region of all the encounters and the marauders. I've also got this, which I use to roll fate. We'll cover that when it comes up. And then over here, I do not have 84 Crone Gravy Davis. I have 12 Crone to start out with, if I'm correct. And it's nice. It tells us right there what we start at. Crone is my money. It is my gold. It is how I do my stuff. We can spend Crone in order to buy things like buffs and events. We can also buy reinforcements at times. So we have over here, start out with is our warband. You pick 5 cards for your warband. Your warband, if we look at these cards, is in the bottom left. So this, oh, I forget all the names. The Mighty Oaks, the Tree People. I'm so sorry. They're cool names. They are tree beasts. Thank you very much. There are also reptilios, wizards, monsters, the Brotherhood, goblins, knights, and barbarians, okay? And then, of course, the prince or the king, whatever you want to. I don't have a crown. No, I'm actually just a pretender. I'm some weirdo in the wilderness running around, and people just are like as they pass and wander by. But anyway, I've got my tree beasts. I've got 5 of them. You shuffle them up and you put them here. These are going to be your warriors that we're going to lay out, and we're going to cover that when we do battle. We've got our hit tokens here, so when I get hit, I take 1. When my opponent gets hit, they take 1. Goal of the game, I win by clearing all the land. So the entire map will be revealed by surviving and defeating every marauder and event that comes up. I lose by, like, breathing. I lose a lot of different ways, yeah. So I lose if I ever run out of stamina. If stamina hits 0, boom, boom, pow. I'm dead. Also, how else do I lose? There's other ways. Oh yeah, if my hand is ever empty, so if I lose all my warriors, I have no hand to draw from. I do believe that also ends the game. Those are the main ways. If there's another way, I'll bring it up, but I don't want to look in the rule book. If there's one, I'll point it out. Let's get started with our playthrough. It is a rainy morning here in Valka, and we start in the southeastern. I hope I have my directions right. There's a compass. Southeastern land. I'm going to follow my order of play the first time to walk you through it. What do I do first? I turn over a fighter. Boom, boom, pow. This is my fighter that I get to start with. I forgot. I get to start with buffs. You start with 1 attack. So you'll see it says strike. So I start with 1 strike. It's got a 1. And I start with a 1 health. And I start with a 1 shield as well. There we go. And this is always face up. It doesn't matter the order of anything. Okay, here we go. Shield, health, and strike. These buffs give me health. So I have 2 health for my snapping weed. I could boost it by 1 if I like. He has 1 shield and he has 1 strike. Alright, I can apply these buffs so that if I encounter a marauder, I have a better chance of defeating the villainous marauder. Maybe I'm the marauder. Let's just play. Okay. He needs more attack. So here's what we do. We go like this. We go boom, and then we go boom, and then we're gonna go, oh boy, he only has 1 shield. I'm gonna use both of them. Okay. Some cards I might place off screen for now. Don't worry about it. I want to be as close as possible so you can see what I'm doing. These are my buffs. Alright, I've equipped my buffs. Now I can summon an additional fighter if desired. To summon a fighter before combat costs 2 stamina. I'm going to do that. This is risky because I'm getting close to 0. I could lose like now. So big risk, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to summon a fighter. Boom. Yes, that's what I wanted. The God of Oak. We have 3 strike, 3 health, and 3 shield. Alright, this rainy day has turned out to water these plant-like beings. Alright, here we go. Now, we're going to travel. I'm not going to travel. I'm staying right here. I'm going to reveal the first marauder. And it's an event. Are you ready? A red dawn. You wake to find the sunrise has bathed the camp blood red. An omen of doom? Unable to shake a feeling of dread, you consult with Morak. Did you give up Air Mackley to the constable? No, because we haven't met him. If so, the next 2 times you test your fate, you will fail. Here's how you test fate if you ever have to test fate. You roll this dice. You roll it, boom. So that was a 7. If you roll an odd, it's a failure. Awesome. If you roll an even, it's a success. That's wonderful. And you have a reminder on your little board here. So the evens are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, which is actually 0. And then odds are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Easy. All right. Anyway, there you go. The next 2 times, blah, blah, blah. Did you steal the pirate's treasure? No, we have done absolutely nothing but wake up. Thank you very much. So I'm not going to read it. Did you aid the fallen? No. So, good news. This gets to go to the graveyard. Why not? Okay, let's do our next. So now we accrue plunder. We didn't get any. We played our event card. We did. Yeah, we don't have to do that. Blah, blah, blah. And we repeat. So I'm going to stay here. I could move, but I don't have 2 stamina. So I need to gain stamina. Let's keep going. Fields of Ash. A recent fire has stripped the region of food and shelter. Your supplies are stretched, and your warband is sorely tested. No! Lose 2 stamina for the unforgiving terrain? Are you kidding me? If you chose it's these 2 warbands, I forget their names. What are you called? Reptilios or monsters? You are unbothered by the and lose nothing. Well, congratulations, folks. I'm dead because I gambled too hard. We're going to restart this journey. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. Hey, easy reset. Easy reset. I just shuffled some things up. No big deal. I've got the same setup. Boom. The Fear King. Now, he's in pretty good condition to attack, but you know what? I want to actually be able to survive a fight. So I am not going to spend my 3 stamina. Thank you very much. Boy, it worked in my last game. It did not work this time. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm going to use all my buffs then. If this is the only one I have, I need to survive. So I'm using all 3 buffs. No, that's too risky. I'm keeping the health. Here we go. Let's flip it over. Orail Coppertop. The great swordsmith Orail Coppertop is traveling to the armorer's markets at the City of Thieves, but agrees to sell some of his wares to you. I can buy some strike buffs for up to 12 points, shield buffs up to 8 points, 1 potion, 1 reinforced card. So here's what happens. Come to a market, you get to spend your crone. Awesome. You get to spend your crone on several different things. For instance, it says strike buffs up to 12 points. This is 1 point. This strike point is worth 3, so I can buy a total of 12 points of strike buffs. They cost. Each buff is 1, for each point is 5 crone. So this would cost me 5 crone. This would cost me 15 crone. You get the point. I can do that with shields, strikes, and health, okay? Other things I can buy. This mentions a potion. A potion fully restores my health in battle. There we go. A potion, I have a cheat sheet right here, costs 8 crone. And I can only buy 1. He only has 1 for sale. I can buy a reinforced card, which I have these shuffled for a reason. You can organize them, but I don't like to do that. And I don't mind sorting through. Retreat. Where are you? There you are. That's our reinforce. Oh my goodness, I want to... oh, that is a reinforce. Wake up. Reinforce cost 10 crone. Okay, and what reinforce does is it lets me call another fighter from my deck to the battle. So that is incredibly useful. I think that's the most useful right now, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to do a reinforce. And there are a limited number. So once you run out, you can't buy any more. So I think there are only 2 reinforce. I don't know. I'm going to buy it, take my crone down to 2 crone. A whopping total of 2. Awesome. All right. To the graveyard with ye. Next. Boom. Although I could have added my reinforce event, which I didn't do, but that's okay. A matter of honor. A matter of honor. Oh, I forgot. Before I do this, repeat. I get to turn over a fighter. Boom. I forgot to do that last time. Forgive me. All right. We've got the Spineling. We've got 2 strike, 1 health, 0 shield. I can equip with some more buffs. I'm going to give you a... You know, do I really want to reinforce this early? Ugh. I mean, we've got 2 shield, 3 attack, 2 attack. Boy, it's risky, but I don't want to lose this early. So we're doing it. Okay. Reinforce. Now let's flip it over. Gravy Bodega. A matter of honor. Your scouts tell you that a small bridge spanning the river is guarded by a single warrior who, in exchange for passage, demands ritual combat from the greatest of your warband. Afterwards, whatever the outcome your warband may cross. All right. If you choose, roll a dice, first for the warrior and next for your champion. Should he roll higher, he wins, and you lose 1 stamina point for your wounded champion. Should you draw, he will receive nothing. Should your champion hit him, he will give up his sword. Choose a strike buff worth 2 points. I want it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Roll. Ugh, it's a 7. That's awful. That's a fail. Oh, wait. First I roll for him. Roll a dice first for the warrior. Oh, he rolled a 7. Okay, we're not going for fail. I need to read. I rolled a 1. Ugh. I lose. So I'm down to 1. I'm down to 1 stamina. Make me cry. Boy, I tell you, it's a rough day. And we go all the way to the bottom and we start again. Turn over a fighter. I don't need these buffs. Battle has not locked, so I believe I'm able to remove buffs as well. And with this many, I'm going to do that. If I can't do that, let me know. I've never actually done it before. It just hit me that I know I can rearrange buffs. But you know what? I didn't read anything about removing. So until I know, I'm going to do this. It's not locked to that fighter until you start a battle. So I can shift these around should I so desire. All right. And if a warrior gets defeated, then you lose the buffs attached to them, okay? Yeah, good to know. And you cannot change the order. It goes like 1, 2, 3, and once we get to 4, we have a full front line of warriors. Then we start a back line. That's not active in battle, but once the front line warrior is defeated, then the back line warrior slides up into place. Oh boy. Oh my wow, here we go. All right, good. We've got Krishka. We've got our first combat. 2 strike, 2 health, and 3 shields. And this is a Lizardian, a reptilian. All right, can we take him? I think so. Here's how combat goes. If I have 3 stamina, I have initiative. If I do not have 3 stamina, they get to go first. We total up their attack versus all of our shields combined. I have 5 shield, he has 2 attack. He does not get to hit me, so he rolls a dice. He got a 9. If it's an odd number, then they don't do anything. If it was an even number, you draw another card from the Marauder deck and add it to their team. So we're good. Now it's my turn to strike. I can strike with 1 character, so I can strike with 3 versus his 3 shield. The thing is, to do any damage, I have to exceed his shield value. 3, so no matter what, if I attack with only 1, I can't do damage. So I can do a team strike, which lets me use 2 of my warriors. I believe actually it can be more than 2. Let me double check the book here. I'm going to let you look with me. Again, this is a prototype instruction booklet, but it looks pretty good. Front line, back line, truce. There we go. Team strike. 1 or more of your fighters. Okay, we can combine their power to attack. Cool. Another option is Restless Strike. So if one of my fighters is down to 1 health, so like the Spineling, I can actually sacrifice them to guarantee 1 hit to an enemy, but then they're gone. They're out of my hand. They go to the graveyard. Or a Chance Strike, which I'm depending on the dice in order to land a hit. So that's a risky one I don't love to do. We're going to do a Team Strike of these 2, let's see, 2, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do a team strike with Fear King and Spineling for a total of 5 against 3, so he takes 1 damage. Every hit is just 1 damage, unless you beat the game with a warband, and when you do that, there's this special book for the Lone Quest rewards. Lone Quest reward cards, and you get to pull out a special card for your warband, and I do believe it allows you to do attacks of 2 under certain conditions. I don't want to spoil it and look, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. And while I'm here doing that, for the multiplayer game, what will come with the Kickstarter is this Valka Companions. And this is a Kickstarter only, and it adds companions to the multiplayer game to help your warriors. Cute little pets, scary little pets. And also the Dark Shadows expansion, which will be available for purchase after Kickstarter as well. But it's included in the Kickstarter, so all 3 of those are included in the Kickstarter. The Dark Shadows expansion isn't made to go with the solo mode, nor is the companions. You could try it, but you might break the game. The Lone Quest Rewards is made for the solo. There you go. We got these 2 cool, I didn't showcase these, the event cards here. This is like a little helper to help you with what they do. Any that work a little different in solo, that's in the role book. All right, there you go. Lone Quest markets and all that. But you don't need any. This is for multiplayer. You have all the information you need right here. Just want you to see that, though. What was happening? Oh, yeah, I did an attack. Now, so they're both done. When you do a team strike, you use up anybody involved in that. So I can't attack with them. I can attack with the God of Oak, but he only has 3 attack versus 3 shield. So no go, no go. They aren't strong enough to attack us, so they're going to roll. And what is that, a 7? Either way, it was odd. 7. So, I mean, I don't know if we lucked out or what. But hey, I will take this. I will take it. We're going to attack again. We're going to do team strike the same way. That's 2, which is enough to defeat him. We remove this. He goes to the graveyard. And because there are none left, we have 1 in that battle. We get 10 Crone, so I'm just going to move this up to a 1. And we get 1 stamina. 10 Crone and 1 stamina, so we are up to 2 stamina. There we go. All right. Now, we finished battle, so we got our plunder. I don't have any, well, I could play my reinforced event card, but I don't know why. It wouldn't make any sense at this point. So now I test fate on the buff cards. All the buff cards I used, I have to roll. If I pass fate, I get to keep them, right? If I fail fate, then they broke during battle. Here we go. Stone Axe. What do you got for me? Big money, big money. Oh no, the Stone Axe broke. Okay, so it goes back on your buff pile. Doesn't matter where. All right, shield. This is the one. I get to keep the shield. Now, the reinforced. Please let me keep you. You were expensive. Yes, thank you. All right, I get to keep my reinforced. Now, what is over here? Surviving fighters to the bottom of the deck. To the bottom of the deck with you. So you cycle through, as you can see. Not bad. Repeat. Turn over a fighter. Here we go. Snapping Weed. Well, welcome back. Assign buffs. Man. Reinforce. Thank you very much. And health, no. Shield, sure. We need to at least survive. Kaboom, boom, pow. This is kind of scary, actually. Oh. You know, I need to live. I mean, 2 health, though. I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to regret it. That's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Travel. Please don't be... Oh, this is awful. Ooh, there's a lizard. Oh, okay. 3 attack and 3 shield. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay. I believe I can use the event card on my turn. See, here it tells me to play event cards after the battle's over, but there's no point in reinforcing after the battle's over because then the surviving fighters go to the bottom of the deck anyway. So I think that's just a little thing to specify. I could be reading it wrong as well. So I'm going to say I have to do it on my turn. They get the first strike, and they get to attack me because they have 3 strike and I have 2 shield. So this is bad, folks. I'm going to reinforce yesterday. Thank you. Please be good. It's not good at all. This is bad. This is bad, folks. And events go to the graveyard. Buffs go back to the pile. Oh no. Oh boy. This is bad. I'm going to have to survive and do another reinforce. So you have this option where you can reinforce on a roll of fate. So I have a total strike of 3 versus a shield of 3. It's not enough. So I'm going to do a reinforce action. And from what I understand, I can do this once per turn. Oh no, I can't, because if I reinforce, it's going to cost 2, which is going to take me to 0. Ladies and gentlemen, I have gotten further, I swear, but I like the challenge. Okay, so unfortunately, you know what this means. I have been defeated by Shannara. Gravy Bodega. Use my stamina better. I got to use my... I should have gotten strike cards. Well, that's okay. That's okay. What I wanted was for you to get a thorough look at the game. Now, I have not beaten it because it's hard and this is my 5th playthrough, but I have cleared all of this. I cleared everything, and then I think I died right here. There were 2 cards. And I think I got killed by an avalanche, which I could have prepared for. Ladies and gentlemen, Velka, if you find this content helpful, please give me a like, subscribe. It spreads it around. It also lets me know you love me, which I appreciate greatly. It's very motivational, and I want to bring more independent publisher games like this. I like bringing, big publisher games too. I just like all the games. But something fun about the indie publishers is they are a pleasure because I get to know them. Which I've heard some don't like that for people who are reviewing their games. It's a small industry. I like having the close relationships. I'm not uncomfortable pointing out flaws. You'll notice though I never have that I'm aware of reviewed a Kickstarter though, because it's a prototype and I just don't see how I can review something that isn't the final product that you'll be getting. But as far as this goes, I really wanted to get further to show you more. But I mean, that's accurate. You can have some hard games like that, but it is an easy reset. So I just shuffle up the cards, boom, 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 start again. You can make a whole new deck if you want to, but pretty easy reset and nice reason to keep digging into your strategy of really trying to find ways to build your stamina up. Now, sometimes like that, you're going to run into bad luck and you're going to lose games. Luck is a part of this game. If you don't like luck determining to some degree whether you're going to win or lose, then you might not like this because you will lose some games just on luck. There's a lot of mitigation, as you can see, by using your buffs, your reinforced cards, things like that. But you got to get that stamina up. And I just did not manage to do that. Okay, look, I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can find out more about this Kickstarter. Boy, I hope I didn't forget anything. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Oh, X is hot. It dripped on me. Velka. It's chilly. Gonna cover up. Ooh. Cozy.